Today I would like to share with you all about the On Mission Geography magazines from the Gentle and Classical Press. I have 3 of their magazines: Vietnam, Australia, and Madagascar. So I'm going to be talking with you today about how the program works and what I am so excited to do this coming school year. Well, hi everyone. Welcome to our homeschool table. My name is Jerilyn and I'm a homeschool mom of 3 kids, ages 10, 4, and 1. And we are just finishing our 6th year of homeschooling, which means that next year will be our 7th year. I can't even believe it. And my oldest daughter will be going into 6th grade. And that is who I am mainly using these magazines with. So I am really excited to share them with you today. Don't forget to go ahead and click that subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up. So let's go ahead and just get right into this. First, I just want to say a huge thank you to the Gentle and Classical Press for sending me these 3 magazines. They were very generous and sent them to me to use with my family and to do some reviews about here on my channel. So you will definitely want to click that subscribe button and stay tuned, because I will be sharing about these in my monthly or quarterly updates and just kind of how things are going along the way. The Gentle and Classical Press is an award-winning program that has different literature-based programs for preschoolers up through 6th grade. So they have preschool and primer, which are for younger kids. And then they also have Sequence 1, which is a history curriculum alongside of a nature study program. They also have an agricultural science curriculum. And then, of course, they have their On Mission magazine program. So today, that is what I'm going to be talking to you all about. This is the teacher's guide that you can actually print out for free on their website. And this is called On Mission Around the World. And this covers 12 different countries, and I will show you inside of this here in a moment. And now, one thing that I do want to mention is that one of the magazines that I have, Vietnam, is not included in this actual teacher's guide because they are still working on more issues. And so they talk about in this teacher's guide that there will be a second part to the teacher's guide once more magazines are released. And the Vietnam one is in that other teacher's guide. So I just wanted to let you know about that. So I'm going to go ahead and first start by just turning the camera around and showing you inside of the free teacher's guide. And I printed this on my Epson EcoTank and it did a really good job. This program is full of color, so you will want to be mindful of that if you are going to download it and print it out. But let me just show you now what it's all about. So here is the On Mission Around the World Teacher's Guide. So we're just going to go through it fairly quickly. This is a program for grades 1st through 6th grade. There are 2 parts to this guide. So you would definitely want to read through all of this welcome letter. This always explains the reason why they developed the program and the heart behind it. So you definitely don't want to skip this. I really like how it tells you in big bold letters, this program is a menu. You don't have to do every single thing that's recommended in the program. These are just all options. If you're familiar with the Charlotte Mason method, you know that it's all about creating a feast for your students, and you don't have to eat every single thing on the table. You just take what looks good to you. So that is the same kind of philosophy that this goes by. Now, these are the 12 issues in this teacher's guide. I have the Australia and Madagascar issues, and then I also downloaded the free India issue, which you can as well. I will leave my affiliate link down below in the description box for you to go ahead and go find this On Mission India magazine. You can download that for free, and you have access to printing out the magazine itself, plus all of the digital files that come along with it. And that's what I have done for the India unit. These are the books that they recommend. Now, like they said before, you don't have to get every single book. I did get some of these books. I'll show you those when we're finished here. But this would be where you find out about the required resources. Here are some other books that you can look at for zoology and ecology. And then they also have a passport that you can get. When you order the printed copy, you get these with it, but they also have them in the digital files. So this is kind of explaining about what one of the at-a-glance pages looks like. And just lots of other tips on how to make a memory statement board. Those are these here. They include all of the memory statement cards in the digital files. So this is where the scheduling section starts, and it tells you lots of vocabulary that you might want to know about. For instance, this program is composed of 12 units. One of the magazines would be 1 unit. A unit is ideally covered over 3 weeks, which is 1 school year. Now, if you're using this as a full school year program, because like it says here, you can do 12 countries, and this can be your entire culture, geography, history, science, missions, and more for the year for all of those subjects, if you choose to use it that way. That's not how I'm using it. I will explain in a little bit how I'm going to use it, but that is kind of how this is organized. So all 12 issues of On Mission is scheduled in this teacher's guide here, and I'll show you what that looks like. And they each have a 3-week planning grid. So this is an example of week 1 of India. So here's where it gives you your issue at a glance. So for India, these are all of the things that you would be talking about in Bible and Missions, tales and song. So this would give you the stories to read in a year full of stories. And these would be the songs for We Sing Around the World. These are the geography focus, science and zoology and ecology, history and religion, and then literature and culture. There's also vocabulary at the bottom if you want to organize how you're going to introduce the vocabulary cards. And there's an at-a-glance page for each one of the magazines. Now, I don't mind sharing all of this with you because I know that it is free on their website. I will show you a little bit inside the magazines. So the next thing that I wanted to show you are the books that I have. Some of them I already had on my shelves, and some of them I got from thrift books. So I have the Window on the World book, and this is a great book where it shows you a little bit about each country, has some pictures of what people would look like. And then this yellow box here on each page tells you how you can pray for that country. And so it is really a very interesting book, and each of the countries just has a 1-page spread like this. So the countries that are included in the magazines are in this book. Then I have the Children's Atlas of God's World. This one might look familiar. You see this a lot in anything from master books and My Father's World, and lots of different companies will put things out with this Children's Atlas. This global art book is new to me. It has activities and projects for different countries that you can make. And I just thought that looked interesting, especially for my daughter who likes to do crafting and things like that. So I got that for her. Now this book is not on the actual list from them, but I already had it, so I figured we would go ahead and use it. It's called Material World. You see this book a lot in Charlotte Mason curriculum, and this is a great book. If you have a chance to get your hands on this book, I highly recommend it. It has real-life pictures of how people live in other places, and it's just an extremely beautiful book. I picked this up actually for free at a homeschool curriculum sale, and I was pretty excited about that. The next book that I got is Help Your Kids with Geography, and this is a DK book, and it just has little interesting things about physical geography and seasons, oceans, all sorts of things in here, and it will reference what pages to use in the teacher's guide. So that's really handy. The next book that I have is A Year Full of Stories, and this is a book about 52 folk tales and legends from around the world. And I'm just going to kind of flip through so you can see. It's very colorful and bright and has just short tales. I think that all of my kids will really enjoy this. Then we have the Encyclopedia of Animals, also a DK book, and just has lots of interesting facts about different types of animals. And it will tell you in the teacher's manual what pages to look for. And so that will help us when we're studying about different animals. And then last but not least, Geography from A to Z. This is a picture glossary of different geography terms. And I've had this book on my shelf for a few years. And I think that especially when we are doing our On Mission magazines, my little guy, who's about 4, will probably really appreciate this. Plus, we'll actually learn from the reading as well. So I really wanted to have that book. So now let's go ahead and look a little bit inside of one of the magazines. I'm going to show you Vietnam because that is the first one that we're going to be doing. Now, one thing I haven't mentioned yet is that the reason why I got these is because we are doing the Sunlight Level F Eastern Hemisphere next year, and I thought these would complement that study really, really well. And I am in no way saying that Sunlight is not enough, because it is more than enough. It is actually more than enough. It's very meaty, but I really wanted to incorporate my little kids a little bit more into our morning time, and I thought that by having these magazines, we could really kind of round out the program and just make it very, very rich. So I am really excited and thankful for the Gentle and Classical Press for sending me these magazines. So let's go ahead and just look inside of Vietnam. So this is the magazine. It's very sturdy cardstock for the cover. And here's Erin. She's the creator of the Gentle and Classical Press. So here is one place that I wanted to stop. This just explains about the On Mission program. Here is where you will see the books that they recommend. These are all the same books that I just talked about. But here's the other part that I really liked. If you want to add more books to your library or just to your program, you can check out maybe some of these books from your library or purchase them on Thrift Books. I actually went through and made a little note, and my library has every single one of these books. So I am really excited about that because we really like books and literature around here. And sometimes it's hard to know good recommendations for geography type of picture books. So lots of these, as you can see, are recommended for kindergarten or 5+. This one's for preschool. So I'm definitely going to get these K4+ books because that would be great for my little kids. And I think that they would really enjoy that. Here's the contents. I noticed that the contents is very similar from issue to issue. So they're always going to talk about missions, exploring the country, the history, geography, some sort of creature that might be special to that area, art and music, daily life, handicrafts, a special feature, and food. So here is just how beautiful this magazine is. And it even explains who was helpful in creating this article. So these are articles written by different people. And they just have such great information. And there is, like on this page back here, quite a bit of text on the page. But for my older daughter, that will be just fine. And you only really read one section per day. At least that's how we're going to do it. But it's just so, so pretty. I love that they include some maps to help you see where everything's at. So that is just a little bit in the magazine. I'll skip forward to the end. Housing, what that looks like. I just love that it includes information about how people live modern day in these countries. There's a little handicraft that you can do. So it is just so beautiful. So the next thing that I wanted to show you are what the digital resources look like. So this is a file about the additional resources of paper dolls, maps, and memory statement cards. And then these are bonus materials of vocabulary, language cards, some coloring pages, a puzzle, a map, and narration pages. So I'm going to start by showing you, I just keep it in this little folder here, but I'm just going to start by showing you the additional resources. So there are some paper dolls here that are really cute. They have dressed and not dressed. These are the memory statement cards, and I just printed these on regular paper. I might laminate them. I haven't decided yet. But these are really pretty, and they have the memory question and then the information about it. So those are really pretty. Some maps. Just lots of great information to add to your school. Oh, and then this is to label one of the maps. Then this is the bonus material packet. This has the vocabulary cards. So there's several pages of vocabulary cards. Then we have the language cards here. I haven't cut them apart or anything yet, so that's why they look like this. But they just have so many great resources that you can print out. Here are some of the coloring pages. I made 2 of some of these because I knew that both my son and daughter would want to color. And then we have the notebooking pages. This is actually a puzzle. The notebooking pages have lots of, they're all pretty much the same, but they talk about different things. This is what I learned about clothing, about history. I think there's about 15 of them total. What I learned about art. So those are just different things that you can use if you want to. Well, I am really excited to use this program. In fact, every single time that I look at the books or go through the materials, I get even more excited than I was the last time. So we will be starting school back up in the middle of August, and we will be starting right off with our History Bible Literature program from Sunlight, Level F, which is Eastern Hemisphere. And because I have 4 of these magazines, 3 in person, and then I will be printing out the India magazine as well. But since I have 4 of them, I thought that it would work out really well for us to do a 9-week quarter and do one of the magazines over 9 weeks. So when I look at the planning grids and things like that, instead of doing a lesson every single day, we will probably do about 2 to 3 lessons per week, which would basically mean reading one magazine spread, so both sides, and then whatever activities go with that page. So in the planning guides, it kind of tells you what activities go along or what book to read with that page. So those are really handy planning guides that they come with. And so I will plan to do Vietnam first because we are going to follow which countries go in which order with our Sunlight program. So we're going to start with Vietnam, then we're going to do India for the next 9 weeks. And then in the winter spring, we're going to do Madagascar and then Australia. So I am super excited about all of these different magazines, and I know that we're probably going to do more in the future. So that is really exciting. So I just wanted to say again a big thank you to the Gentle and Classical Press for sending me these 3 magazines. I am so excited to use them, if you can't tell already. And I definitely look forward to sharing them with you in my monthly update videos. So definitely click that subscribe button down below and stay tuned so that you don't miss a thing. If you have ever used the On Mission magazines from the Gentle and Classical Press, I would love to hear how you liked them and how you used them. There are so many different ways that you could probably go about doing this, and I think that what we're going to be doing will be very doable for us. We are going to use these in our morning time, and so we will have these resources kind of ready to go and to do with both my older daughter going into 6th grade, but I think there will be some options that my younger kids will enjoy too, like some of the books and looking at the pictures and animals and things like that. So I'm super excited about all of that. If you have any questions about this program, or if I didn't answer something that you were really wondering, please let me know down below in the comments. I would love to try to answer your questions. And if you're a viewer that knows the answer to some of the questions in the comments, please don't hesitate to answer them, because I haven't used this program yet, and so I don't know exactly how it's going to go, but I am excited about planning it and implementing it in August. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to click that subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to check out my Gentle and Classical Press affiliate link down below in the description box. That really helps support my channel when you use my affiliate links. Also, don't forget that there is a free India magazine download that you can get from their website, along with their teacher's guides. They're free as well. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today at our homeschool table, and we'll see you next time.